Chapter 21. Lights' request. Vincent is at the Skull Cruise base chilling on the couch as he watches the news as the news lady says, yesterday the mystery man known as the Mercenary Hunter has claimed 10 new victims. When will he stop? Has the police found any clues to stop him? Well, for now we don't know anything yet, but we pray that the killings will stop soon. Aw man, those poor mercs, all they are just doing is living their lives like the rest of us, says Vincent. Then lights approach Vincent. Hey. Hi. Says Vincent back. What are you doing here? I'm sure we don't have a gig today. Asked lights. Albert texted me and says he's almost done upgrading Skippy, so I'm just chilling, so when Albert finishes I can go pick him up. Nice. Says lights. Hey, do you think you can help me out with a job? Asked lights. Sure, what's the job? Asked Vincent. So, my grandma's birthday is coming soon and I want to give her an important gift she needs, and I know what to get, but I need your help to get it. Okay, that's a strange request. How can I help? Oh, thank you Vincent, you're the man, so let me explain the situation. Lights explains what's going on. Recently my grandma's car has broken down and she can't afford to get a new one, so for her birthday I want to give her a new car, but I couldn't decide what car to give her until. He gives Vincent a poster. I saw this when I was at a bar. It was a poster of tomorrow's race and whoever wins get $10,000 in a free car, and it was a red Quadra Turbo R. A race. Huh, interesting. Don't you need to win the qualifier to get in and then another race? Sounds like too much time for me. Asked Vincent. Oh no, I did some research, it's just one of those daily races that happens once a week. Wouldn't the police stop street racing from happening? Nope, street racing is legal in Night City, and besides it's a off-road race, so, interested. Couldn't you just do it yourself? I could, but you're allowed to have a partner to help you sabotage the other racers, so I'm begging you Vincent, you're the man for the job. Oh fine, Vincent agrees. Yes, thank you, I'm already building the car as we speak in case you didn't agree. Do you need help building? No offensive, I don't think you would be that much help, it's almost done anyway, I just have to test drive. Hee, you sound like Aqua. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing whoever is this Aqua understands what I mean. Lights heads to his workshop while Vincent thinks. I guess while he's doing that and Albert hasn't called me yet, I guess I can do Regina's gig. Vincent leaves to go do it. Chapter 22. The Race. Vincent is waiting for Lights to show up with the car as he looks around the race and sees his future opponents. Man, these guys have crazy cars, nothing like the ones back in 2005. Let's pray those things aren't weaponized. Then Lights finally shows up with the car. My apologies Vincent, I had to test drive and fill it with gas before the race in case, says Lights. Vincent is impressed in what the vehicle looks like. It's a fully black Quadra Type 66, but it has a mounted machine gun on top, rockets on the side, and EMP grenade launcher on the back. Impressive work Lights, says Vincent. Thank you, this baby is ready to take this race. Then Lights point at a specific racer. Do you see him? He been winning in the past 3 races. He will be a problem unless we do something, so what's the plan? Asked Vincent. Then Lights whisper the plan to his ear, then Vincent smirks on the idea. Oh. Now that I can do. The female host of the race starts talking. Hello everyone, we're about to start the race, so racers start your engines. Everyone gets in their cars and starts their engines. The host notices Vincent in the black Quadra Type 66 inches. Hello handsome, I never seen you before. Is this your first time on a race? Yep, says Vincent. Well, that's interesting. I hope this race doesn't scare you. By the way, do you have plans after this? But Lights cuts her off. I'm sorry to disappoint you, sweetheart. My friend here is taken. We're just here for the prize. Leaving the host disappointed. Oh, that's okay, but I still ask you to be careful. These races are dangerous. When is anything not dangerous? Says Vincent. Then the host chuckles and leaves. You're popular to the ladies, says Lights. Shutted Lights and drive, leaving Lights chuckling. All right, sorry for the delay. Now when I fire my revolver, you go. Racer, prepare to go. Lights winks at Vincent and Vincent nods. Then Vincent uses his Sandevistan to cut the 3 race-winning racers' gas pipes with his penknife and heads back in the black Quadra Type 66. The host fires his revolver and the racers go, but the 3 winning racer is shocked as to why his car won't go, but we see as the gas from his car leaks out. Meanwhile, Lights and Vincent laughs their butts off. Fantastic work, Vincent. Lights as he wipes his laughter tears. That's one problem's out of the way now, Jack. In your personal link to control the machine gun, we got more targets. Vincent does that, and while controlling the machine gun he shoots the tires off a few of the racers off the race. Then Lights sees a dangerous road up ahead. Oh hell no, he says, and takes a shortcut and manages to go take 2nd place, but 3rd place hits the back of the car. Vincent Emp. Oh it. Then Vincent fires the Emp launcher at the 3rd place racer, causing their car to stop. Ha ha ha, nice one, man. Then they keep driving and sees the 1st place car, which looks to be armored, and wonders how to get him out of the way. Then Vincent gets an idea. Hey Lights, fire one of those rockets. Lights does, and Vincent uses his Sandevistan and runs to grab the rocket and put it towards the 1st place racer's window at his head, then lets the rocket go and says, Merry Christmas, then runs back in Lights' car, then resumes time. The rocket hits the 1st place driver and the car explodes out of the way. Man, I love your damn cyberware, says Lights as they keep going and won the race. Now that's what I'm talking about, says Lights as he fist pumps Vincent. The host arrives. Hey, congrats on the win, I hope to see you guys next time. Then she gives the keys to the prize car to Lights and gives Vincent the briefcase of money. Vincent opens the case and they split the money. They get out of the car and a red-haired lady appears. Hey, you two. Lights and Vincent turns around. Yes, says Vincent. I'm sorry, I was watching you guys the entire time during the race and I was curious to ask, how much is it to sell your car? Asked the lady. Vincent asks, do you wanna sell it? Lights, it's your vehicle. But Lights thinks for a second. $150,000. Deal. The lady sends him the money, so Lights gives the lady the keys. Nice doing business, Ms. Russell. Claire Russell. Lights recognizes her. Wait, aren't you the bartender in the afterlife? Yep, that's me. I'm also a mechanic and racer as a hobby. Huh, I guess we got that in common. Lights chuckles, then Claire says, I guess so. Say, what's your guy's name? Asked Claire. Then Vincent said, the name's Vincent and this is my friend Lights. Vincent, do you mean Vincent Skull Driver? Asked Claire. Yep, says Vincent. Oh, I heard some rumors about you at the afterlife. It's nice to meet the man himself, says Claire. It sounds like it happens a lot. Yeah, back at work people like to talk, but anyway, I should get going. Nice meeting you both, and she leaves. So what was that about? Asked Vincent. What do you mean? Asked Lights. You guys talk about the afterlife. I'm pretty sure we're not dead yet. Lights chuckles. No, it's a bar called the Afterlife. Okay, but you made it sound like something important. because it kinda is. You see, the afterlife is a bar where Night City legends go there to party and gets well known there. Oh, interesting. Not only that you can drink custom drinks named and themed after a Night City legend, it's a big thing in Night City. It would mean you're someone important. Oh, so how does one become a Night City legend? I don't know, man, you're asking the wrong guy, but if she's a bartender there, then you can ask her one day. Do you think I'll get a custom drink named after me? I mean, with your reputation right now, Skull Driver, it could be a possibility. Anyway, let's get going. We need to deliver the car tomorrow, says Lights as Vincent follows. The next day, Lights drives the prize car to his grandma's place with Vincent. You didn't have to come with me. Days Lights, hey, I gotta make sure your delivery goes perfect, and besides, I kinda want to see her happy after you give her the car, hee, says Vincent. So, it's kinda sweet of you to do this for her. I mean, I have to after she took care of me for years. I never met my parents, so I grew up in the orphanage, but when my grandma took me in and gave me the love that I needed, I always wanted to support her. Even though she not really my grandma, she just likes being called that. I still love her like as my grandma. She would be proud of the man you've become, says Vincent as Lights smile by that reaction. Listen, Vincent. I know in your opinion I am useless to you in battle, and I'm sorry, but I'm thankful for you helping me, says Lights. You're not useless, Lights, you're a great part of the crew. Without you the crew wouldn't be as happy as we are. We always need you with us, and don't forget that. And besides, who's going to keep an eye on Albert, he, says Vincent as they made it to Lights' grandma's house. They knock on the door and his grandma opens and hugs. Lights, oh my G, it's so good to see you here. Why are you here? We come to celebrate your birthday, Grandma. Oh my, I almost forgot it was my birthday. You didn't have to show up, but I wanted to and also give you a birthday present. Then Lights show him the car. Oh my G, it's beautiful. Happy birthday, Grandma. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Then sees Vincent just standing there. Oh my, apologize. Lights surprised me with his gift. Who are you? Vincent takes off his mask. The name's Vincent, and I know it isn't as good as what Lights gave you, but I wanted to be supportive. Happy birthday, Lights' grandma. Vincent gives her $30,000. Oh, thank you, sweetie, and your Vincent. Oh my G, I heart so many good things from Lights. Thank you for taking care of my boy. Lights' grandma shakes his hand, then Vincent says, hey, we're friends, that's what it's for, and smiles. Chapter 23. Skippy 2.0. The next day, Vincent goes to the Skull Crew's base and looks around for Albert. Albert, are you here? I got your message. Over here, Vincent. Vincent follows the voice and enters Albert's lab, which is full of inventions and gadgets. Hey kid, did you finish, Skippy? I'm just about done, please sit down. Vincent does sit down and looks at Albert, and remembering what Megan told about Albert, but Albert notices. I see you giving me that face, as he takes off his goggles and looks at Vincent. What look? The look of pity. Let me guess, Mom told you about our past, about my dad. Yeah, I guess you heard it all before. Yep, I seen those faces so many times it starts to annoy me, so please stop. Vincent apologizes, but Albert apologizes. Sorry, the past few days working on the upgrades is tiring, but I am happy it's almost done. You know, at first I hated my dad for dying and not being around. All the kids in school bullied me because I'm fatherless, which caused Mom to stop taking me to school and decide for me to work with her. But over the years working with her, I eventually forgave him and understood why he died. He died to protect my mom. To protect me, he became my hero, so that's why I stay on the crew. So when I get older, I want to show my dad that I can protect my mom like he did. Vincent smiles. I believe you can do it. Megan always needs your support. Albert asks Vincent a question. Hey, what was your dad like? Well, I didn't know him that well. He was a casino owner when I used to live in Las Vegas. We had no money problems, so my mom had no reason to get a job, so she raised me a lot while my dad got busy with work. He was even interested in giving the ownership to me, but I didn't want that, so when I graduated high school I decided to follow my own path and figured out what to do with my life. Then I decided to be a police officer, hoping to help people. One day they told me they were going to Florida for vacation, and that's the last I heard from them. What happened to them? Asked Albert. I don't know. When I moved to Night City I never heard from them since, but it was okay because I moved on. I meet someone and friends like you guys. Albert smiles and hugs Vincent. I know you're not coming with us to Atlanta, so in case I forget I'll say it now. Thank you for helping us, helping my mom. I'll never forget you. Vincent hugs him back. I'll never forget you guys too. Then a noise appears and Albert checks on it. It's ready and turns on Skippy and explains what him and Skippy did. Skippy got a new design. First his color changed. The yellow was replaced with blue with the word Skippy now painted red. The white was replaced with black. The ammo cartridge is now yellow instead of red, and the handle is now white, but at the end of it has a USB to put Vincent's personal link in. Next, the yellow top that is now blue has more additions, as the top of the gun now has a monitor with a dial attached to it. Lastly, Skippy now has a silencer installed, so when he fires the bullets are quieter. Quote. I love your new look, Skippy, says Vincent. Me too, says Skippy. So what's with the monitor? Asked Vincent. Well, remember how we found that cyberdeck, so I came up with the idea with my eye systems I could combine the cyberdeck with my gun form. Interesting. So what does it do? Asked Vincent as Skippy explains. Skippy 2.0 now has a cyberdeck monitor. For now on, all the bullets will have a quick hack side effect when in contact with the enemy. Depending on the quick hack you selected on the monitor, all you have to do is turn the dial and pick a quick hack you want the bullet side effect to be. What's even better, with my tech the quick hacks cost no RAM. Why don't you give it a try now? So Vincent turns the dial and selects short circuit on the monitor, then fires at a dummy, which after the bullet touched the dummy it got short circuit. It's amazing, Skippy. It's like hacking them without trying to scan them and wait for the right moment. I'm glad we both have a happy agreement. It unfortunately, with puppy-loving pacifists still in my program, specific some quick hacks such as unalive, detonate grenade, and cyberpsychosis cannot be installed in my upgrade. Says Skippy. Well, did anything happen to the quick hacks because of Stone Cold Killer mode? Asked Vincent. No, nothing happened. Well, at least that is still active. Well, alright, I look forward to these upgrades, says Vincent. Then Albert says, hey, when we build the upgrade we realized it could be difficult for you to holster him, so I made you this. Albert gives Vincent a custom Skippy 2.0 holster with a belt strap on it, so Vincent straps it on his right leg and holsters Skippy and fits perfectly. Vincent pays Albert $500. Here, your tip, but you don't have to do that. I was doing it for fun, says Albert. Just take it, you earned it. Albert accepts and Vincent is about to leave. Albert says, hey, thank you, Vincent. Vincent nods and leaves. Meanwhile, back at a bar, once again John meets the mysterious police officer. What do you want this time? Dan is dead. John shows a photo of Dan D. Hammer dead. Why do I care? He was pretty useless in killing mercenaries in the ring. I'm showing you this because the Skull crew are getting more closer to stopping our plans. Why haven't you stopped Skull Driver yet? The police officer slams the table, because ever since my recent 10 victims are been on the news, the police been overworking to try to catch me, so I barely had any free time to do something, but now you've convinced me. I guess it is time to get my hands dirty. I will need your help with this guy. As the police officer puts his hand on John's shoulder and leaves, then John hears random people talking. Did you saw Skull Driver was at the off-road race a few days ago? Yeah, it was pretty impressive when word spread that was his first race. John thinks to himself as he looks at Dandy Hammer's photo. Skull Driver, now you have got me interested. I wonder what else you can do. Then John rips the photo and leaves the bar. Chapter 24. The Hunter reveals. A day later, Vincent enters the El Coyote Coho, which is mostly empty, and goes to the bar. Hey kid, is that you? Asked the bartender. Vincent removes his mask. Long time no see, sorry I've been gone for so long. It's no problem, by the looks of things you got busy after that delivery. Speaking of which, did you eventually actually deliver the package? Yeah, the Ripperdoc was happy about it. We actually been dating for a while now. Oh really? Oh my, who knew my favor lead you to a path of romance? Jokes the bartender. Yeah, even a path to becoming a merc. Says Vincent. Yeah, I've been hearing about your reputation all around the place while working. So, your name is Vincent Skull Driver, pretty nice name. Yeah, hey, I never catch your name. I gotta at least know the name of the man who started my career. It's Pepe. Nice. Then Pepe chuckles. How about that drink? Deal. Matter of fact, Vincent gives him $5. Then Pepe laughs. You finally paid me and it took you so long. Here you go. Pepe gives him his water. Then all of a sudden a police officer enters the building walking towards the bar. While he does that, Vincent whispers to Pepe, "Run, I'll take care of it." Pepe nods and leaves while some customers leave with Pepe. Then the officer sits next to Vincent. "Hello, officer." Then looks at his badge. "Officer Firecross. It's Lieutenant Theodore Firecross to you, merc. My apologies, how can I help you? I don't recall doing anything wrong." "Oh well, as a matter of fact you did something wrong, and that is?" Ask Vincent. "Choosing the life of a mercenary," says Theodore. Then Vincent realizes who he's talking to and starts laughing. "Ha ha 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 ha, so you finally show your face, Mercenary Hunter. You been getting in the way of my plans, kid, and I think it's time to stop before it gets any worse. Now I'm giving you two options. Follow me willingly or I'll drag you out of here," says the Mercenary Hunter. Vincent finishes his cup of ice water, then says, "FUB," then throws the glass at the officer and they have a bar fight. They try to throw punches but they couldn't get any contact, and Vincent keeps dodging his electric gorilla arms. Vincent tries to use his penknife and make it poke Theodore's stomach. Theodore tries to resist but fails as it gets stuck in his stomach and pushes Vincent away and gets it off his stomach and throws the penknife at Vincent, but Vincent catches it and puts it on his knife holster on the back of his belt. Vincent fires Skippy at Theodore, but Theodore's gorilla arms are bulletproof, so he used them as a shield. So Vincent runs to a table and uses it as cover, but Theodore gets too close and Vincent runs away, but Theodore throws the table at Vincent, but Vincent uses his Sandevistan to dodge it. Theodore growls, "I had enough of this," then tries to hack Vincent while Vincent aims Skippy at Theodore, going for the final hit, but gets hacked and screams in pain and lays on the floor and is temporarily paralyzed. Vincent thinks to himself, "That's impossible, I have self-ice." Theodore walks closer and bends his knees to get closer to Vincent's face. "You can't escape my Blackwall quick hack, buddy, ha 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 ha." then flicks Vincent's head, then Vincent close his eyes, then John Smasher enters the room. What the F was that? I was just sitting outside and I hear destruction. I only did what you said, take care of it, and I did. Now he's all yours. Theodore leaves in a police car. Chapter 25. Is Vincent a cyberpsycho? The next day happens. Wakey wakey, says John as he slaps Vincent in the face and wakes him up, leaving Vincent confused while tied up to a chair. Where the hell am I? You, angry at John. Whoa, easy there, strong one. If I didn't take care of you, Theodore would have killed you and you would have been a wasted opponent. What are you talking about? Asked Vincent. You don't get it, do you? Well, I guess I'll spell it out for you. Unlike Theodore, I see the pentangle in you. I heard so many good things about you and how strong you are, so I thought to myself, is he finally the worthy opponent I seek for so long? You keep me alive so I can fight you. Yes, my champion. You see, for so long as Adam's successor, although I like working for Arasaka, there was one thing I never liked about it, and it was that every opponent I face are weak, pathetic. I crave a worthy champion to fight me to the brink of death, and never found a worthy foe. Until I found you in my city. I see the fire in your eyes and they are locked away in a cage and I want to break it out. You're a pathetic man, says Vincent. Yes, say that, keep saying that, it makes you angrier, and the more angry you get the more I'll enjoy our fight, but I think I finally figured out how. What do you plan on doing? Answer me. Well, ever since you killed Zinchen I've been watching you. I even know where you live and know who is the most important to you, so I'll go pay her a visit. Don't you touch her, I swear to God, if you lay a finger on her I'll effing rip your cyberware off your body. John Smasher. But John chuckles. I like to see you try, Skull Driver. Now I must get going, bye now. He leaves as Vincent gets really angry. I'll kill you, you bastard. Outside, John calls Maxstack. Hello Maxstack, this is John Smasher. I got a cyberpsycho at the docks. You better hurry before he does something dangerous. Then hangs up and laughs and walks away. Back with Vincent as Skippy says, I'm mad, Vincent. You're mad? I'm effing angry. I'll kill him. We have to get there before he hurts Aqua. Vincent moves the chair left to right until he falls and breaks the chair in the process, then reaches for the penknife and cut free. He heads outside, but a Maxstack A versus shows up and a sniper fires at Vincent, knocking him back, but good thing he's fine as the bodysuit protected him. Then 3 Maxstack soldiers comes out of the avenue. Damn, he framed me as a cyberpsycho. Then a soldier with mantis blades launches at him, but Vincent uses his Sandiston and dodge, but another Maxstack soldier who is very muscular also use Sandiviston and punch Vincent in the gut and put him towards the ground. Subject down, I repeat, subject down, says the muscular soldier. Vincent on the ground feeling defeated, but he thinks about Aqua and he yells a battle cry and slowly gets up while the muscular soldier tries to force him down with his hand on Vincent's back. While Vincent pulls himself, he fires his projectile launcher at the muscular soldier's head, causing the soldier to fly backwards while his helmet is destroyed. The other soldiers prepare to fight while Vincent gets up with heavy breathing and says, "Get out of my way," then grabs his katana on his right hand and his penknife on his left hand upside down. The mantis blade soldier attacks him with a barrage of slashes, but Vincent blocks them with the katana and counters with his penknife. The muscular launches towards Vincent trying tackle him, but Vincent kicks him, and while his foot is on contact with the muscular soldier, he uses his reinforced tendons and send the guy flying again. Then the third soldier, the netrunner, use his sniper at Vincent's knee, but Vincent resists, then fires Skippy at the mantis blade soldier at the stomach and affect them with short circuit, stunning them, then uses optical camo, leaving the netrunner soldier confused and try to scan for Vincent, but Vincent reappears and punches the netrunner with his gorilla hands, and they fly towards a wall and passes out. Vincent takes the netrunner's submachine gun, which is called a Saratoga, they were carrying around their arm. The mantis blade soldier charges at Vincent, but Vincent uses his Sandevistan and runs behind the mantis blade soldier and spends all the ammo the Saratoga had on the mantis blade soldier's back, paralyzing them, and they lay on the ground and can't move. Then Vincent puts the Saratoga around his back, leaving just the muscle soldier left. They stare at each other, thinking who is going to make their move. The muscular soldier uses his Sandevistan, and so did Vincent, so they can fight at normal speed even though the entire world is in slow motion. Vincent charged towards where the muscular soldier was about to punch Vincent, but Vincent smirks and uses optical camo at the right time, leaving the soldier confused, but Vincent katana pierces through the soldier's back, and then Vincent fires Skippy at the soldier's leg, and the monitor is selected to burn out, so the bullet gives them the burnout effect, causing them to burn. Then time resumes and puts the katana away. The muscular soldier falls. Vincent notices they're all still alive, then selects memory wipe. Skippy, what's the furthest you can wipe them? Asked Vincent. Well, I can permanently or temporarily go as far as you want. But why should we take them out? No, the city needs them around, and besides, even though they got in our way, they don't deserve death. We just need them to not come after us, just wipe their memories of what happened today permanently. Then Vincent fires the memory wipe bullet at each of the Maxtac soldiers' legs, so when they wake up they don't remember what happened today. Vincent calls his car. We gotta hurry. He takes one of Maxtac Soilder's helmets and drives home, and enters and sees Aqua, but John is there already, pointing his firearm at her when Vincent enters. Oh no, not one more step, take a simple step and she goes bye-bye. As John takes her hostage and walks towards the exit. You won't get away with this, says Vincent. Oh, trust me, I know, and I look forward to our match. Until then, champion, I wish you luck. As John injects some green liquid in Aqua's neck and escapes as Vincent checks on her. Are you alright? Babe, say something. Vincent, I don't feel so good, says Aqua as she feels in pain like she's losing oxygen, and Vincent panics and Skippy says, Aqua been poisoned, we need an antidote. Screw that, we need to get her to the hospital. Vincent takes Aqua to his car and they drive to the hospital while Aqua says his name. Vincent, Vincent, where are you, please? Vincent holds her hand. I'm here, Aqua, I am here. She smiles at him but passes out. No, screamed Vincent. They got to the hospital as Vincent carries Aqua like a princess and talks to the receptionist. I need a doctor now. I'm sorry sir, but she's not a drama team customer. Then Vincent aims Skippy at the receptionist. I don't give a damn, give my effing doctor now. Moments later, Vincent is at the waiting room alone, hearing the clock ticking, and he starts remembering all the memories he spent with her. Then the doctor approaches Vincent without him knowing. Mr. Skull Driver. Mr. Skull Driver. Then Vincent snaps back to reality and he looks at the doctor. Yes. Hello, I'm the doctor who worked on Ms. Aqua's situation. Vincent is ready to hear the bad news and lowers his head. Say what you have to say. We managed to keep her alive for now. Vincent is shocked by the news and raises his head. She's alive. The doctor nods. Yes, she'll be fine. Oh, thank G, says Vincent. However, we do have some bad news. Vincent confused, then the doctor continues talking. Whatever she was injected with the poison became too much for her, so we can't keep her alive forever. She has limited time left. By how much? She has 3 years left to live. Vincent freaks out and the doctor bends their knees to talk to Vincent and comforts him. But we do have a solution. What is it? Asked Vincent. We need to install a second heart cyberware in her, so when the poison does kill her, the second heart cyberware will instantly bring her back to life, restoring her heart. I feel like there's a but in there. The doctor nods. But our hospital doesn't have any on our person. I'm afraid you might need to go find them yourself. I understand, so how much will it be for her treatment? Asked Vincent. Well, the bill will only about keeping her alive, and she will have to stay here until she dies or you deliver us the cyberware. No extra cost for the cyberware install surgery, so it will be $250,000. Vincent kinda not surprised because of this is Night City after all, but has enough to pay. I wish you luck, Mr. Skull Driver, the doctor says as they were about to leave. Hey, can I go see her? The doctor nods. Yes, you'll be allowed to visit her every day, but today try to be quiet. She is sleeping right now. Once you got the second heart cyberware, please come to me, says the doctor as they leave, as Vincent stands there but goes to see Aqua. He sees Aqua in the hospital bed sleeping while her stuff is on the chair. He holds her hand and gets in tears a little. I'm sorry, I should have been faster. I'm sorry, Aqua. He looks at her sleeping face with guilt on his face. His other hand makes a fist. He'll pay for this, I swear. I'll never let him get away with this. Looks at Aqua with a determined face. He takes off his black Oni mask and puts it on her hand to remember him, and then kisses her on the forehead. I love you. He heads back home and Skippy says, Vincent, look at the table. He doesn't sees a box, and on it has a piece of paper to attach to it and a voice recorder next to it with today's date on it, and Vincent plays it. It has Aqua's voice in it. Alright, I wish I wouldn't have to do this, but the time of this recording I have a delivery tonight, so here it is. I was saving this for your birthday, but I was too excited to give it to you, so let me explain. Back when you created the cyberware bodysuit, you noticed I was working on something, so I'm ready to tell you what I was working on. I created my own custom armor for you. You can install it on your right shoulder anyway. What it does is creates an invisible force field around your body, and I hope it is effective because I tried to make it so it protects you from bullets, explosives, and blades, but I couldn't make it work on physical actions like punches or kicks, but I trust you are capable enough without that. Anyway, that's what I have to say, so I hope it keeps you safe, and if you got home before I do, I love you. She tries to leave, but John Smasher enters, going somewhere. Who are you? What do you want? I don't want anything from you at all. I just need you to stay in this house while I go outside and wait for your boyfriend to arrive. You better leave him alone. The voice recording ends, then Vincent slams his hand on the desk. Then Skippy says, Vincent, I suggest we get it installed to the bodysuit now. Chapter 26. Job gone wrong. $2 million. Says Vincent as he is on a phone call with Michael while Vincent is walking on foot to the Skull Crew hideout. I'm sorry man, but that's how much the second heart cyberware cost. What's worse, they are really rare to find, which mostly explains the price. Says Michael, can you get one of your contacts to help me find one? I don't know man if they could. Please I beg of you if it's money I'm willing to pay. No Vincent you don't have to pay me anything look if I find anything I'll contact you okay and I'm really sorry about your girlfriend. Thank you Michael. We're friends we look out for each other it's the least I can do. They end the call and Vincent enters the base and meets Megan. Hey Vincent, are you doing okay? You look tense. Where's your mask? The mask is not important right now I came to check if you guys are alright. Why what's going on Vincent? Okay I was attacked by the Mercenary Hunter. Oh my gee are you alright did he hurt you? Only a little bit he stood no chance against me until he used that cheap quick hack but after that attack I got worried if he attack you guys too so I came here as quickly as possible. Well I'm glad you're okay Vincent I don't know what would happen if we lost you because of that madman but thanks for the heads up, says Megan a knock goes from the door. Oh they are here, who is? Asked Vincent. A client called yesterday saying they have a small delivery job to do but he says he will pay well. Megan opens the door and lets the guy in. The guy is wearing a fully black outfit with a trench coat that has a hood on it and the guy was also wearing a gray Oni mask and was carrying a briefcase. Why hello there you must be Megan the Merc I'm so happy that you can take the opportunity of a lifetime, what do you mean by that? Asked Vincent. Oh my Megan I didn't know you knew Mr. Skull Driver I heard so much about you. Vincent decides to play along. Oh thank you the pleasure is all mine Mr. Soul you can call me Mr. Soul. Okay Mr. Soul follow you I'll take you to the others, says Vincent. The crew meets up in the meeting room. Albert notices Vincent's suspicious look and whispers to him, hey what's wrong? I don't trust that guy. Yesterday I got attacked by the Mercenary Hunter and today this guy shows up. Albert tried to calm him down. Hey you're just paranoid after yesterday I mean look at you you're pent up. Albert gives him a water bottle. Take deep breaths and be calm. Vincent takes a deep breath and feels a little better. Thank you, Albert smiles. Megan looks at Vincent while next to Mr. Soul. Hey you alright? Yep I'm good now. Vincent shakes his head to clear his mind. Alright what's this about an opportunity of a lifetime? Asked Vincent. Well when I was at Florida I had a crew I used to work with just like you guys but one day my crew was assassinated by a gang called the Fallen Flower. When my team died I wanted nothing more than revenge but I couldn't do it alone I need capable people so when I came to Night City I heard about the Skull Crew who has been making a name for themselves and here we are I'm putting a plan to how we can take out the Fallen Flower once and for all if you guys agree to help, says Mr. Soul, what's in it for us? Asked Lights then Mr. Soul opens his briefcase full of cash and everybody's amazed. Nolan, how much money is in here? Asked Megan then Nolan scans it. That's $500,000 $500,000. Everyone is shocked. I'm willing to pay for this job so please I beg of you, says Mr. Soul. Megan asks the crew what they think. They all agree but Vincent is last to respond but thinks to himself, we need that money wait with my cut I can make progress to buying the second heart for Aqua. Then says, oh F it fine we'll take the job. Thank you so much everyone now to begin we start the plan. Then Mr. Soul gives Megan a box. I need you go to Haywood I'll send you the location but once you get there open the box and the box will message me when you do then I'll call to initiate the next part of the plan. The crew gets ready and heads to Haywood meanwhile Mr. Soul gets in his car with the briefcase full of money but removes his mask. It was revealed to be John Smasher the whole time and calls the NCPD. NCPD, what's your emergency? Hey, I just saw a bunch of terrorists holding a bomb heading towards Haywood District, please send help. We understand, sir, police are en route. John hangs up and laughs while driving away. The crew made it to the location, then Ava asked, "So now what?" "Well, I guess we open the box and wait for his call," says Nolan. So Vincent opens the box, but it's revealed to be a ticking bomb about to explode. Then Vincent yells, "Get back." Then Vincent holds the bomb and it explodes on him while Nolan, Ava and Megan are sent backwards but not too far. After the bomb explodes, everyone slowly gets up from the explosion. Vincent looks at the visible force field surrounding his body, thinking to himself, as the force field goes invisible, "It actually worked, it protected me to the blast." Then Megan yells at Vincent, "What the hell were you thinking? How are you still alive? New cyberware, and I'm sorry I panicked." Then the car they got here got hit by a rocket and blew it up. Then cops surrounded the place. Freeze, terrorists open fire. The cops fired their firearms like crazy at them. The crew gets into cover, but Megan gets shot in the leg along the way. "Megan, your leg," says the worried Ava. "It's just a bullet, that's all. This whole thing was a setup," says Nolan. "Damn, I knew something was up," says Vincent. Then he calls Lights. "Lights, it was a effing setup, what can we do?" Asked Lights, "I need you to come pick us up and take Albert with you, it's not safe there," says Vincent. Lights goes to do that while the crew holds them off. Megan's leg is bleeding out and the pain is getting worse. "Megan, I'm going to get the bullet out, just hang on please," says Vincent as he used the end of his punkknife to get the bullet out while Megan screams in pain while Ava tries to calm her down. Then Vincent go the bullet out. "I got it." Then Lights' armored car arrives, ramping through the cops who are surrounding the area. "Get in," yelled Lights as everyone in the crew gets in the vehicle and they drive off while being chased. "Mom, you're hurt," says Albert, who is freaking out. "I am fine, kiddo. Vincent got the bullet out. Can you patch your mom up? We need to stop the bleeding," says Megan as Albert grabs the first aid from the vehicle and puts the medical alcohol on Megan's bullet wound and covers her leg with bandages. "Thank you, sweetie," says Megan. "Gee damn it, I can't shake them off," says Lights. "Looks like we got no choice, then we have to leave town," says Vincent. "The border is weaponized, we won't make it. Trust me, Lights, just do it." They are heading to the border. "Get close to the wall," says Vincent. Lights nods and gets really close to the wall. "Ava, now." Vincent and Ava fire their projectile launchers at the wall, blowing it up, creating an exit. The cops are still following. "Take this a holes." Vincent throws an EMP grenade and uses his Sandevistan to fire Skippy at right time, then resumes time as all the cop cars are affected by the EMP and the crew got away. "What do we do now?" asked Nolan. "We go to the nearest city and we can come up with a plan from there," says Megan. "Which city?" asked Ava. "Las Vegas," says Megan, causing Vincent to have a worried face, then looks at the back window thinking about Aqua. "Just wait for me, Aqua, I'll come back for you," says Vincent, but sees something under his seat. It looked like a bomb and picks it up, showing Lights. "Hey Lights, what's this?" Everyone's scared for their lives. "Put that the F away, Vincent," says Nolan. "Relax guys, it doesn't work yet." "What is it?" asked Vincent. A remove activating bomb. It's a prototype. I was going to make those for emergencies. That's the only one we have. I almost got it working but got busy. I probably would have been useful for the border. Hey Nolan, do you think we can complete it? Are you out of your mind? Hey, we barely managed to escape the border. If we complete it, it could be useful. Nolan signs. Lights, got any tools? You sure? Asked Lights. I trust Vincent to be careful with it. Alright, it should be under Megan's seat. Found it, says Megan and gives it to Nolan. Alright Vincent, hold the bomb still. They continued to drive away. Chapter 27. Welcome to Las Vegas. 6 hours passed and they finally made it to Las Vegas and they looked around the entire place. Vincent is shocked to see how his old home has changed only a little. With the buildings are taller with more neon signs and replicas of landmarks from different cities, and also the city itself has expanded, and he also sees his father's casino is still intact and even got upgraded. Couldn't say the same for the gas station he used to work in. The crew parked at an abandoned alleyway. So what are we going to do? Asked Lights. Well, we can't ever go back to Night City. The NCPD will come after us instantly. So frustrating. I need some time to think, says Megan. Vincent sits back and hides his hands in his pockets but realizes he still has his keys to his old apartment back in 2005. I wonder, says Vincent, thinking to himself. Then he gets out of the vehicle and runs away. Vincent, where are you going? Says Megan, but Albert calms her down. It's okay Mom, he's from Las Vegas, I'm sure he know what he's doing, surprising her but feels better. You're right. Then Albert hugs Megan and cries, I thought I was going to lose you. But Megan hugs him back, comforting him. Mom is going nowhere sweetie, I'm a strong girl, remember? Albert nods and cries on her. Meanwhile, Vincent keeps running and sees the streets have gotten worse for the people, and the once peaceful walk he used to have is all gone by noise. Then he finally reaches his old apartment and tries to use his keys, and surprisingly it still works after 71 years. He enters the apartment and sees nothing much changed. What only changed is new furniture and decorations. He sees his family photo, the same one before. He ends up in Night City and picks it up. How are you still here? Then he hears a firearm aimed at him. Who are you? Why are you in my apartment? And put that photo down. Vincent turns around and sees a young lady who had long brown hair and red eyes similar to himself. The lady looks at Vincent's face and gets shocked, and she drops the firearm in disbelief. You can't be him, can you? Uncle Vincent. Chapter 28. Vincent's family. Uncle? Who are you calling uncle? Who are you? Asked Vincent, but the lady immediately hugged him and she says, I can't believe it's really you. Vincent is confused and the lady stops hugging him. Sorry, I always wanted to do that. Then giggles. I'm sorry, where are my manners? Let me explain. My name is Daisy, Daisy Skull Driver. I'm your niece. My niece? That's impossible. I don't have any siblings. But Daisy chuckles. Oh, I guess you don't know anything about Mom, huh? Vincent says, your mom? Wait, I have a sister. Since when? Daisy goes to get a soda and sits on her couch. Please come and sit. I guess I have to explain everything. Vincent does, and he puts Skippy on the table. You never mentioned you have siblings, Vincent, says Skippy, leaving Daisy confused. Did that pistol just talked? Yeah, this is my best friend Skippy. It's nice to meet you, Daisy. It's an honor to meet one of Vincent's relatives. Please tell me everything. I want answers, says Vincent. Daisy explains everything. Where do I start? I guess from the beginning. In 2005 when you disappeared, my grandparents were scared for you, so they went looking for you for a year but had no luck, so they thought you were dead. They couldn't get over the idea of losing their own kids, so in 2007 my mother was born. She was spoiled for years by my grandparents as they always wanted to protect her. Even when my grandpa retired, he gave the ownership of the casino to her so she could live wealthy. While working at the casino, she met my dad along the way, and a year after that I was born. My mom told stories about you even though she never met you. I believed you were alive, hoping one day you might return to us, and now here we are. Vincent is shocked about what his family has been through and feels a little guilty and asks, "Where are they now?" Well, my grandparents passed away long time ago while my mom still works at the casino until she finds someone to replace her when she retires. Luckily Dad is helping her with work, says Daisy. Well, I'm glad your parents are doing okay, but Vincent gets a little emotional. After all this time I couldn't get to say goodbye to them. He tears up while his hands makes a fist, but Daisy holds one of his hands. I'm so sorry, Uncle. I know it's a lot to take in, but I'm here to support you. Can I ask you a question? Vincent nods, then Daisy continues, "Where did you go? And why were you disconnected from us?" Vincent says, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you I never told anybody about what happened that night." Daisy holds both of his hands. "Please tell me, I want to know." Then Vincent finally says it. "You see, back in 2005 in one night I used to live in this very apartment we're standing in. I was done working for the day. Just a normal average day, but when I went to bed something must have happened to me, because the next thing I saw was that I'd traveled 71 years into the future." I know you don't believe me, but I don't think anyone would. Vincent covers his face, but Daisy hugs him. "I believe you." Vincent looks at Daisy. "Do you really believe me?" "Yes, now I think about it, it makes sense how you randomly went missing and never contacted us for years. Not even the cops could have found you, and also the proof is in your face. I mean, you look like we're the same age." "Wait, how old are you?" "I'm 23 inches, leaving Daisy shocked. "You're so young, you're way too young to be an uncle." She giggles, causing Vincent to feel better. "Thank you, I'm just glad I finally got to tell someone about this." She asks, "So do you want to meet my mom?" Vincent thinks for a little bit. "I don't know if she'll take it well. Maybe, but you have to try at least. She spent years thinking her brother was dead. Do you want her to die thinking you are?" Vincent looks at her. "Maybe you're right, I failed her by not being around, but I have to try. It's better than never." She smiles. "Don't worry if she doesn't believe you, then I'll make her believe. Now follow me, the guards will let me in." Then Vincent follows Daisy. Sometime later they go to the entrance with the receptionist and guards by his side. "Oh, Miss Skulldriver, what brings you here?" "I want to see my mother." "Oh, she is in the middle of a meeting right now." "Well, can we wait by her penthouse?" Very well, I'll let boss know, but is this man with you?" Pointing at Vincent. "Yes, it's business." "Very well, welcome sir, please don't cause any trouble." Vincent nods, doesn't say anything, and they leave to the elevator and go up to the penthouse. Daisy goes to sit while Vincent looks around. "Wow, this place really has changed. Yeah, I bet it was much different 71 years ago." Vincent keeps looking and sees all the photos of her sister and her life with their parents. "I can't believe I missed this much." Then he sees something familiar in frame and picked the photo up. "Wait, this is my badge. Oh, I always was confused why she kept it. I was a police officer before all of this, but that isn't who I am now." So Vincent puts the photo down, then he hears someone open the entrance door. It was a mature woman with a little bit of gray hair, but her brown hair still shows, and red eyes like his. Vincent was shocked as she almost looks like a female version of him. "Hey Mom," says Daisy. "Daisy, who is this?" Then she looks at Vincent, then Daisy replies, "Someone very important to us." Then the woman looked at Vincent. "Really? Well, will you tell me your name?" Vincent is shaken and could barely say anything. "Are you all right, sir?" "Yeah, I'm fine, my apologies." Then Vincent calms himself down. "My name is Vincent Skulldriver." The woman's eyes widened. "No, you're not. How dare you say his name in front of me?" Then Vincent looks down. "But that is my name." "Bull-s, tell me your real name or my guards will kick you out." But Daisy stops her. "Mom, please listen to him. The woman is getting angry about this whole thing. Stay out of this, Daisy. Not until you hear him out. Say something to her." Then Vincent speaks again. "I don't know how am I supposed to prove it to her." Then the woman aims her firearm at his head. "Enough of this, you fake, get out right now." Then Vincent raises his hands. "I know whatever I'll say might not mean anything to you, but I just wanted to say this." Then he takes a deep breath. "In 2005 I went missing for 71 years, even being presumed dead, and throughout this time I never knew you were born. I never got to see our parents one last time. What's worse, I couldn't be there for you and Daisy. There were so many things I wish I could have done, so I just wanted to say I'm so sorry for not being there. I let you all down, I failed my family, and I knew I shouldn't have come here, but I wanted to make amends to you." Then the woman sees Vincent's eyes in tears and can see his red eyes like hers. Then her hand shakes. "No, this can't be. You're dead. You have to be. My brother died before he even knew I existed." "Yeah, I never knew until now, and after looking at all those photos I realized I screwed up. Years ago, before our parents went to Florida, Dad said something to Vincent." "What was it?" "He said, no matter the choices you make, I know you will make the right ones, and no matter what, you'll always be our son." The woman lowers her gun. "That's right. So you really are my—" Vincent looks at her in the eyes. "What's your name?" "Valerie Skulldriver." "Valerie, I'm sorry I failed you." But the woman hugs him. "It doesn't matter. You're alive. You're safe. You're home with me. I waited so long to meet you." She tears up and holds him for a little longer, and moments later Vincent explained what happened to him, just like how he told Daisy. "Time travel, I can't believe this," says Valerie. "Honestly, I don't know how this was possible, but it happened," says Vincent. So she asks, "So what are you gonna do now?" "Well, I'll eventually have go back to Night City." "But why Night City?" "Because my girlfriend is waiting for me." Leaving Valerie in silence for a moment. "I understand I can't stop you." "Does she know about your past?" But Vincent shakes his head. "No, not yet, but I think now I'm ready to tell her, so when the next time I'll see her I'll tell you everything." Valerie nods. "Okay, is there anything I can do to help?" Vincent stands up. "No, this is my problem. I'll handle it. I don't want you or Daisy involved." "Alright then, don't get yourself killed, you hear me, Vincent? I already lost you once." Vincent nods and hugs her. "I'm glad I got to meet you, sister." Then she hugs back with a tight grip. "You too." Then he lets go and walks away while saying, "Let's go, Daisy." So Daisy follows, but Valerie stops her. "Wait, Daisy." "Yes, mother." Then Valerie hugs Daisy. "Thank you. Hee, I'm just glad to have Uncle Vincent back." Then Daisy leaves with Vincent as Valerie waves them goodbye. Chapter 29: The Fate of the Skull Crew. The crew is hanging out at Daisy's apartment while Daisy goes to her office and goes back to work while the crew come up with a plan. "Sorry for leaving you guys behind," says Vincent. It's okay, you got us a place to relax for now. It's nice of your niece to let us stay for a while. Vincent, we made our decision, leaving Vincent confused. What's the plan? We're going to execute our plan to go to Atlanta early, leaving Vincent feeling disappointed. Are you sure? Yes, I already made contact with a fixer there and they will help us get back to work. You know, Night City is not our home anymore. I'm sorry. Vincent looks at the crew as they are sad about it, but they know it's the right decision. What will you do, Vincent? I know when we first talked about it you plan on staying, but what about now? Vincent thinks about Aqua, Theodore Firecross and John Smasher. I'm going back, leaving the crew worried. They will kill you, says Ava. I don't care. John and the hunter made it personal now. I refuse to run away while they have their way. Besides, there's someone I love in danger and I have to be there to save them, says Vincent, leaving the crew scared for Vincent's life. But Albert walks up to him. You make the bastards pay. I believe in you. Vincent smiles at Albert. Thank you, I won't let you down. Then Lights walks up to Vincent and touch his shoulder. If that's your decision we must respect it, right Megan? Says Lights as Megan still not sure but looks at Ava and Nolan, but they nod. Then Megan says, okay Vincent, just promise us you'll be careful. I promise I won't let you guys down, and then one day I'll come visit you guys, says Vincent with confidence, leaving the crew feeling better. Then Megan says, well then how about we throw a goodbye for now party? I know a bar nearby, they do sell soda there too for me, hehehehe, says Vincent. Then Ava says, sounds perfect. Alright Skull Crew, time to party. The crew head to a nearby bar and celebrate. A montage happens of them partying it out. Lights and Vincent plays darts and Lights wins. Megan has a drink while Albert tries to take it, but she moves the drink away from him. Ava and Nolan are at the arcade part of the bar winning some games. Then they all group together and have a final drink. Cheers to the future of the Skull Crew, says Megan. Cheers, says everyone. Then they are about to leave. Megan is passed out drunk. Vincent tries to wake her up. Hey Megan, time to go. But she's still sleepy. Just 5 more minutes, Vinny. Then a drunk guy approaches Vincent. Hey, leave her alone man, she's not interested. Oh no, you're misunderstanding. Then Megan gets up and walks towards the drunk man. Hey, leave him the F alone. I was protecting you from this creep, says the drunk man. I knew this man for a long while and he's not a creep, he's the bestest friend anybody can ever ask for, and I don't need protecting from a pathetic man like you. Then Megan punches the man, knocking him out, but his friends come closer as the crew group up and a bar fight happens. Lights crushed one of the guys with a table. Ava hits 2 guys with glass bottles. Nolan dodges and trips a guy. Megan fist fights one of them, knocking them out. Robert jumps on an enemy and chokes him out. Vincent sees the last guy grab a knife. We can just talk about this, says Vincent, but the guy attacks, but Vincent disarms him and gets him on his knees, and the crew gets back together and is now behind Vincent while everyone looks at the last guy. I'll miss you guys, says Vincent. Then Megan replays, well, miss you too, Vincent. Then Vincent kicked the last guy in the face, knocking him out. Chapter 30. Goodbye for now. Vincent wakes up in the middle of the night and walks to the balcony, then sees Nolan also at the balcony, getting ready to leave. Asked Nolan, not yet but preparing. The two of them sit in silence. Then Nolan says, hey, if you're going back then take this. Nolan gives him a black bag. What is it? Asked Vincent. It's the remote bomb. While we were traveling to Las Vegas I managed to get it to work, just use it wisely, it's the only one we have. Then gives him the detonator and Vincent puts it in his pocket. Thanks man. Hey Nolan, you never told me about yourself. What is there to say? I had mostly a normal life growing up. I had netrunner parents that I took my skills after, which give me good grades. I was even called the smartest kid in middle school, hee. When I graduated high school I decided to become a netrunner mercenary, thinking it would pay me well and put my skills to good use. So how did you join the crew? Asked Vincent. I met her at a bar in the middle of the job. I decided to help her out of boredom, as at the time I was on my day off. She was impressed in my skills. She convinced me to join, and ever since then I always been her second opinion and sort of her bodyguard, trying to keep her off of trouble. Then I trust you to keep doing that, says Vincent as he gives him a fist pump. Please take care of her. Nolan accepts the fist pump. Take care of yourself, Skull Driver. Hours later in the morning, as Vincent founds a random vehicle to borrow, then he gets ready to leave and puts the bag with the removed bomb in the passenger seat while everyone is outside. I guess this is it. Once I go, there's no turning back. Albert walks up to Vincent and Vincent bends his knees to look at Albert in the eyes. Anything you want to say, Albert? Then Albert hugs Vincent. I'll do my best protecting Mom in your stead. Vincent hugs back. You can do it. You're a brave kid. One day you'll be strong enough to protect all of us, and I believe you can achieve it. Vincent smiles at Albert as he is about to cry but heads back inside. Ava hugs Vincent next. Robbie is watching you and wishes you luck, says Ava. He take care of yourself, Ava, and keep your firearm at the ready. Ava heads back inside. Lights was next and hugged Vincent. I'll never forget what you did for my grandma, and I hope one day I race again with you. Remember, the crew will always need you, Lights. Lights smiles and heads back inside. Megan is next and she instantly hugs Vincent and holds him tight. I'll miss having you around, man. I'll miss you too, Megan. You always keep the crew together. You always inspire us to keep going. Please take care of everyone. Megan kissed Vincent on the cheek. Show those bastards that the Skull crew will not back down. Megan heads back inside. Lastly is Daisy, but she's holding a strange sniper. What is that? Asked Vincent. It's a smart sniper rifle. It was made by Grandpa. He said when you graduated high school he wanted you to be protected, so he spent a few years building it. Unfortunately, by the time he finished it you were gone, so he asked me to hold on to it, and now I'm giving it to its rightful owner. It's called the Ashura. I hope it will protect you, Uncle. I can't take it. It's the only thing you remember your grandpa by. I have so many items and photos from him. He made it for you, Uncle. You have to take it. Think of it as to remember him by. Vincent takes the sniper and sees writing on the barrel says, "My beloved son, me and your mother will always be with you." Vincent terror hits the barrel. Mom, Dad. Daisy hugs Vincent. I love you, Uncle. Please be careful. Vincent nods and he enters the car with the sniper and he drives off while Daisy looks at him driving off and says, Grandma, Grandpa, please protect him.